Now I got to be straight up on this. What is up with homeboy? And I'm talking about that juror from the George Floyd trial. You know, that one guy who decided to already show his face. He's already making rounds, doing interviews and things like that. You know, if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't want to show my face for anything. You know, that's the last thing I would want to do. You know, because of the attention, this trial has gotten throughout this country and really even around the world. The last thing I would want is for my face to be seen. And that's just straight up. I mean, all of a sudden, you now have the media trying to dig up some more information on this guy. And the things that apparently he's done, and really this is all because of a photo. This is a guy, along with all the other jurors, who's supposed to be impartial, non-biased. But when you have a photo of you wearing a Black Lives Matter hat and a Black Lives Matter shirt that says "Get your knee off our necks," which is directly reference to that George Floyd incident. I mean, now all of a sudden, it potentially looks like you're giving the defense some ammunition, to retry this case. And Maxine Waters was one thing which got the judge's attention, in which he said himself, you can potentially have this case thrown out. But when you one of the jurors doing the things you do and the way you're doing it, that's all. I'm not saying that, something's about to go down, but I do feel like the more he's talking, though, it's just not looking good. And I've actually seen partially one of his interviews. I would just suggest, bro, I mean, you might need to chill out, lay low, and stay out of the public eye. Do no more interviews. You should be waiting some years before you do that. I mean, the trial had just ended, technically, wasn't even 3 weeks ago. And people already know your face. You got to keep in mind, you still got some fanatics out there. And don't just worry about white folks. You probably got to worry about some of your own, too. You got to realize, especially, I feel like you might be praised by a lot, probably by most people. But it just take that one. And I'm hoping you don't have that attitude that, that you can't be touched and people can't get to you. You gotta really, and I'm assuming that you kind of caught on yourself like, man, I might want to lay low, watch what I'm doing. But right now, I feel like, with this media circus that's kind of going on right now, man, you're gonna have to watch it, because the last thing you want to do right now is give the defense more ammunition. And I don't think that photo, even though I've seen that photo, I don't think that's going to be enough for the defense to have a strong appeal case. But you got to be careful. You really do. You got to be careful. And I was just hoping that, this case would just be behind everybody. I'm not saying for everybody to forget, what happened. But at the same time, though, you don't want to give anybody a reason to retry this thing. Because let's just say with a big if the defense is able to successfully reopen this case and somehow get this thing overturned because of your actions, man, you're going to be on the wrong side of history. So that's all I'm getting at, I'm just hoping you just chill. Don't do no more interviews. I'm not saying you don't know how to talk to people and this and that, but the media won't be nice to you either. This is directly to that juror. And, again, You just, I feel like the temperature is pretty high right now. I'm not saying it's at a fever pitch, but you got to simmer everything down. And so the best thing to do, just chill out.